list of upcoming must-watch animated sequels, reboots, and remakes that will shatter the box office. Welcome back to Nerd Flame, everyone. I am Mr. Flame, and today we are diving headfirst into the colossal wave of animated and animation-adjacent sequels, reboots, and live-action remakes that are about to dominate the pop culture conversation, starting in 2026 and roaring onward. You might think you're ready for the slate of films coming from the biggest studios in the game: Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks, Illumination, and even Marvel. But trust me, the level of spectacle and raw nostalgia fueling these projects is unprecedented, even by Hollywood standards. This is not just a list. This is an exploration into the projects rumored to be career-defining, the ones that have been held up in development hell for years, and the absolute fan-fiction titles that have somehow, through sheer fan power and studio greed, wormed their way onto the official slate. Get ready to have your hype levels pushed past the breaking point, because this next era of cinema is going to be defined by the return of beloved characters in forms we never expected. The 2026 slate alone is absolutely bursting at the seams with heavy hitters, starting with a monumental, and some might say controversial, return: Toy Story 5. Pixar has long operated with the promise of emotional finality, and after the perfect, tear-jerking ending of the fourth film, the announcement of a fifth felt like an unnecessary risk. But we have to admit, the rumors surrounding the plot are absolutely magnetic. Whispers suggest that the new film will focus less on Woody and Buzz, and more on the next generation of toys, forcing our legacy characters into mentor roles. Essentially a passing of the torch that will test the bond of their entire toy community family in a world where technology is constantly evolving and threatening to render traditional playthings obsolete. The production buzz has been intense, with hints that the script is surprisingly dark, dealing with themes of obsolescence and legacy, rather than just simple adventure, leaning into the deeper emotional core that made the earlier installments cinematic masterpieces. The speculation that this could tie into other Pixar universes, perhaps featuring Easter eggs that resolve long-standing fan theories about the greater narrative continuity, is absolutely explosive. It's a sequel that no one necessarily asked for, but one that is guaranteed to sell out theaters based purely on the legacy of its name. And if Pixar manages to pull off another emotional home run, we might be looking at a new benchmark for animated storytelling. The pressure on the creative team is immense, and every minor detail, from casting additions to a single leaked concept art image, becomes a global news event. This movie is a colossal gamble, but the potential payoff, both creatively and financially, is astronomical. Moving over to the House of Mouse and its live-action ambitions, the buzz around the full-fledged live-action remake of Moana is reaching deafening levels, especially since the animated sequel is also on the horizon. This isn't just a simple retelling. The studio is reportedly treating this as a massive, sweeping cinematic event, aiming for the epic scale of a true seafaring adventure, utilizing groundbreaking practical effects, combined with photorealistic CGI to bring Maui and the vibrant world of Motunui to life in an absolutely breathtaking way. Rumors indicate that they are doing an extensive global casting search to find the perfect lead who can not only sing and act, but also convey the sheer determination and spirit of the original character, showcasing a serious commitment to authentic cultural representation that will hopefully elevate the project far beyond a typical cash grab adaptation. The expectation is that the film will retain the infectious musical numbers, while adding entirely new emotional layers to the relationship between Moana and the demigod Maui, who will be played by the original voice actor in a stunning move of dedication to the franchise. There's also the rampant, exciting speculation that the film might weave in elements of other Polynesian myths and legends that were hinted at, but never fully explored in the animated version, creating a richer, more detailed fantasy landscape for the audience to dive into. Given the immense popularity of the original, This live-action version is being meticulously crafted to appease both purists who love the original animation and new audiences seeking a big-screen spectacle, making its anticipated release a cultural phenomenon that will dominate the box office and the social media feeds for weeks. But let's talk about a sequel that has been the stuff of internet legends for over a decade: Shrek 5. DreamWorks has been hinting at the return to Far, Far Away for years, and the confirmation that the entire original cast is back in place has sent the fan base into an absolute frenzy, leading to speculation that this will be the grand final chapter of the Ogre's saga, perhaps focusing on the next generation of Fionas and Shreks navigating their teenage years in a world that is still adjusting to the concept of happily ever after not being quite what the storybooks promised. Insiders are claiming that the movie will be a radical departure in art style, perhaps utilizing the hyper-stylized look that we have seen in recent DreamWorks projects, giving the beloved characters a fresh, visually stunning makeover that will reinvent the entire franchise for a new era while maintaining the satirical, self-aware humor that defined the original films. The deepest, most exciting rumors suggest a massive crossover event, potentially bringing in characters from other DreamWorks properties in a grand, cinematic universe-style team-up that would essentially be the studio's answer to the superhero ensemble films that dominate the modern landscape. Think about the possibilities of seeing Puss in Boots interacting with the heroes from How to Train Your Dragon, or perhaps a cameo from the penguins of Madagascar in a truly unexpected setting. The creative latitude this offers is massive, promising a film that is both a hilarious return to form and a stunningly inventive new direction for a franchise that helped define animated comedy for an entire generation, making Shrek 5 one of the most highly anticipated animated returns of the decade. In conclusion, this impending wave of animated and genre-blending blockbusters, stretching from the emotional continuation of a powerhouse like Toy Story to the epic, satirical return of Shrek, promises to redefine what fans expect from Hollywood's biggest studios. The mix of genuine sequels like the Super Mario Galaxy movie and The Incredibles 3 with the ambitious, hype-generating remakes and fan-driven projects ensures that the next few years will be an absolute goldmine for pop culture discussion, speculation, and most importantly, pure cinematic spectacle. The studios are clearly operating with the understanding that the most valuable commodity in entertainment is not just new ideas, but the beloved characters and worlds that fans have carried in their hearts for decades, and they are preparing to deliver the fan service and emotional payoff that we all crave, albeit with an unprecedented level of scale and ambition. This is the era of the cinematic return, and Nerd Flame is here for every single second of the ride. What film are you most hyped for? Which fake poster should Mr. Flame tackle next for the channel? Let me know in the comments down below. If you want to stay ahead of the curve on all the biggest movie and pop culture news, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. You do not want to miss the next one.
I didn't know this was even possible. I learned how to make money online. The link is right below in the first pinned comment.